Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. I'm Miss Ashley from Ridgewood Public Library, and today we are going to be talking about my absolute favorite time of the year, which is, of course, fall. So when you guys think about fall, what kinds of things do you like to think about? I know I like to think about those green leaves that are on the trees turning all different colors like orange and red and yellow. And some of you might even think about pumpkins and maybe carving some jack-o'-lanterns with your family. Let's see, what else is there? There's scarecrows, hay rides, apple picking, all the best stuff if you ask me. So all of our stories today are going to relate back to fall stories. So I hope that you enjoy. And for those of you who are new to Storytime, I hope that you'll join me at home with our welcome song. If it's new to you, that's okay. You'll learn it pretty quickly. The words are easy to follow. If you've been to Storytime before, feel free to sing along. Okay, everybody? Hello, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my darling. So we're going to say hi to all the boys. Hello to the boys. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello to the boys. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my darling. And of course, we're going to say hello to all the girls. Hello to the girls. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello to the girls. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my darling. And if you could hear my dog barking in the background, she's kind of vocal. So we're going to say good morning to her too. Her name is Lucy. So let's do hello to Lucy, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. Hello to Lucy, yes indeed, yes indeed, my darling. And you know, I actually have another dog, but she doesn't bark so much, but we'll say good morning to her too. So her name is Beasley, so let's do that. Hello to Beasley, yes indeed, yes indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello to Beasley. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my darling. And I hope that you are sitting here and watching with your parents. So we're going to say hello to the grown-ups who are in the room, all right? Hello to the grown-ups. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hello to the grown-ups. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my darling. Yay! Excellent job, everybody. And again, welcome. So we are going to start off with a little bit of a rhyme. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I have it right here. And if you can't tell, we're going to pretend that we're scarecrows. All right, so think about, what does a scarecrow do? They're very limp, right? They're full of straw and hay, and their whole purpose is to scare away the crows so they don't eat all of the vegetables and stuff that the farmers grow, right? So we're going to pretend that we are scarecrows. So it's very simple. It goes, scarecrow, scarecrow, turn around. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch the ground. Swing your arms so very low. Now real fast to scare the crows. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Now bend down low and take a seat. Do you think you guys could do that? We're going to do it one more time all together, okay? So, scarecrow, scarecrow, turn around. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch the ground. Now swing your arms so very low. Now swing them fast to scare the crows. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Now bend down low and take a seat. Excellent job, everybody. Very good. You're very convincing scarecrows. So we're going to jump into our first story of the day. And this is such a cool book. I love this book. It's called Leaf Man by Lois Ehlert. The illustrations are so cool. We'll see if you guys can see the images that are hidden with leaves in these pictures. It's really a very cool book. All right. Leaf Man used to live near me in a pile of leaves. Now, do you see right here? There's his mouth and his eyes. And it looks like these are some arms and his legs. So you guys can see Leaf Man. But yesterday, the wind blew Leaf Man away. He left no travel plans. The last time I saw him, he was headed east, past the chickens. Now look closely. Do you guys kind of see a chicken? I see feet right here and wings, and it looks like a beak. Looks like a chicken to me. He headed toward the marsh, over the ducks and geese. A leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. Now take a look, you can see it really clearly. Those are ducks and geese. Very cool, right? He blew over the fields of pumpkins and winter squash. So even though these are all leaves, they kind of look like pumpkins and squash, right? And flew over the turkey, past potatoes, carrots, and cabbages in rows. You see the big turkey right here? Then he blew out of sight. Is he drifting west above the orchards? See, and these leaves kind of look like apple trees. Or over the prairie meadows. And past the spotted cows? Well, a leaf man's gotta go where the wind blows. What do you guys see? Do you see a cow? It even has udders. That's crazy. Lucy's even impressed by this. Okay. Lucy, stop. Maybe Leaf Man's gliding on a lake breeze. See? Do you see the turtle? And these are all kind of fish, right? Very cool. Or flying along the river, following butterflies going south. Do you guys see the butterflies? Very pretty, right? Well, a leaf man's gotta go where the wind blows. He might even be traveling north, above leaves that look just like him. Or flying over the mountains with a flock of birds. I know you guys can see those birds with the beak, and the eyes, and the wings. When Leaf Man looks down on earth, is he lonesome for a home? What do you guys think? Do you think he's looking for home? This I do know. Where a leaf man will land, only the wind knows. So listen for a rustle in the leaves. Maybe you'll find a leaf man waiting to go home with you. The end. Very good listening, everybody. I love that book. Such a cool book. And you can see how all of these leaves can create such cool images, right? I love it. Such a fun one. All right, everybody. I think it's time for us to maybe shake our sillies out for a little bit. So I invite everybody to stand up tall, and we are going to shake our sillies out. Now, I hope you can hear this. I'm going to dance along, so I hope you'll dance with me. All right. Let's see if I can make this louder. Ready? It starts right away.
Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Wiggle my waggles away. I gotta clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump my jiggles out. Wiggle my waggles away. I gotta yawn, 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 my sleepy's out. Yawn, 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 my sleepy's out. Yawn, 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 my sleepy's out. And wiggle my wiggles.
So sleepy.
I gotta shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Wiggle my waggles away. And wiggle my waggles away.
All right. You guys feel better? A little energized now? Because we're going to jump into our next book, which I love. I truly love this one. This one is called Little Tree by Loren Long. All right, let's see what Little Tree is going to do. Once there was a little tree filled with little leaves, who was surrounded by other little trees who had little leaves of their own. In the heat of long summer days, Little Tree's leaves kept him cool. The squirrels would climb up on his branches to play. The mourning dove landed in him and sang her fluty song. The little tree was sure to grow up big and strong, just like all of you. Autumn arrived and cool winds filled the air. The wind tickled the little tree as it passed through his branches and ruffled his leaves. The air grew cold and the leaves on all the trees changed color, becoming yellow and red and orange. Then, one by one, the trees began to drop their leaves, but not Little Tree. He just hugged his leaves real tight. Didn't want to give them up. Hello, Little Tree, said a squirrel. You're supposed to drop your leaves now. But Little Tree was unsure. What would he do without his leaves? Winter came. What are you doing with those leaves still on you? Asked the doe. Little Tree just hugged his leaves tight. Springtime arrived and the little forest burst into life yet again. The other trees grew bright new leaves. The squirrels played in their branches. Little Tree could hear the mourning dove singing her fluty song. But do you guys notice? Little Tree doesn't look so good, I don't think. The seasons continued to come and go. Little Tree, quacked a duckling, your leaves are brown. Are you feeling sick? A fox said, Little Tree, it's autumn. It's time for you to drop your leaves. You can do it. Ready? 1, 2. But Little Tree just hugged his leaves real tight. All around the forest grew and grew. One summer, Little Tree could no longer feel that sunlight. The squirrel played high above on the broad, tall trees, and the mourning dove sang so far away that he could hardly hear her fluty song. And take a look. Little Tree kind of looks sad, right? Autumn came again. Leaves began to blanket the ground. Little Tree looked up at the other trees at their branches, reaching high to the sky. He remembered when the trees had all been his size. And then he let go. He let go all of his leaves. As his last leaf floated to the ground for the first time, Little Tree felt that harsh cold of winter. But in time, what do you see that's happening? Little Tree's getting bigger and bigger, right? Something happened. Once there was a little tree, and now there is a little tree no more. He grew up. All right, good listening, everybody. That's a fun story. All right, we're gonna do another little song. And this one's all about leaves. So one of my favorite parts about the fall is how beautiful the leaves are this time of year, especially where we live. We're very, very lucky because we have some beautiful landscapes that we can watch all those leaves change colors. So this is sung to the tune of Are You Sleeping? So leaves are falling to the ground. All right, sound good? So we're gonna sing it together. We're gonna go through it twice. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Days are getting shorter, nights are growing longer. Fall is here, fall is here. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Days are getting shorter, nights are growing longer. Fall is here, fall is here. Good job, everyone. Excellent. All right, we're gonna sing one more song, I think, and it's one of my favorites. So I hope you guys know Open Shut Them, but if you don't, just follow along. I am sure you'll pick it up, no problem. All right, ready? Open, shut them, give them both a clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, slowly creep them right up to your chinny chin chin. Circle around your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job, everybody. Awesome. All right, now we are going to do this next book called A Fall Ball for All. That's a lot of rhyming, right? And it's by Jamie A. Swenson. Fall Ball for All. Once upon a golden day, autumn wind blew into play, whooshing leaves into the air, orange, brown, purple, everywhere. Let me hear your wind blow. Ready? Very good. Awesome. At every burrow, den, and nest, an invitation fell to rest. It said, "You're invited, one and all, to the annual Windfall Ball." Geese postponed their grand migration, bears and bats their hibernation. Excitement for the party grew from great gray owl to smallest shrew. The creatures donned their autumn best, fur and feather primped and pressed. Coyote groomed, pheasant preened, porcupine shook, and otter cleaned. The nights grew long into fall as autumn wind prepared the ball. Squall sent pumpkins tumbling round, a breeze shook apples right to the ground. Gusts and gales and tempest forces set afeet with 7 courses: cranberries, chestnuts, corn and plums, sunflowers, daisies, chrysanthemums. Do you guys have a favorite harvesty kind of meal? Me, I love anything with pumpkin in it. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin coffee, anything pumpkin. I'll have it. Harvest moon set the night aglow. Guests arrive, some fast, some slow. With time to nibble, greet, and play while festive tunes got underway. Rabbit and turtle tapped a beat as wind composed an autumn sweet. Soon the night was filled with song, a blustery chorus sang along. Then autumn wind began to dance. It breezed, it blew, it puffed, it pranced, beckoning both big and small to join in step at the Windfall Ball. Turkey strutted with elk and quail. Beaver kept time with his tail. A swirling night of celebration, windy, joyful, jubilation. In the shindig's happy wake, an autumn treasure for all to take. A windfall feast, a winter's cash to gobble, bury, store, or stash. Chipmunks filled their furry cheeks. Raccoons took pumpkins, corn, and leeks. Then Badger raised one final toast for all who gathered and their host. And every burrow, hill, and nest was ready then for winter's rest. Autumn waved goodbye to all until the next year's windfall ball. The end. Excellent, everybody. Doesn't that just make you so excited for fall? Oh, it just sounds like such a wonderful time of year, and that's because it is, in my opinion. All right, next up, I hope you'll join me. We have another fun little exercise, so you guys are gonna help me count. I know that you seem like a good counting bunch, so I think it would be great if you could help me count. So I have a little rhyme for you. So we have, how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 leaves, right? Okay, so 5 little leaves on the tree next door. 1 fell off, and then there were 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 4 little leaves all over that tree. A bird came along and pulled one right off, and then there were 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 little leaves where the wind blew. Now all of a sudden, there were just 2. 1, 2. 2 little leaves sitting in the sun. A bug came along and ate 1. Now there's just 1 little leaf. 1 little leaf in a tree all alone. The wind blew and blew, and then there were none. 0. Excellent job, everybody. That was great counting. All those leaves, and that's what happens, right? As soon as that winter comes and those cold breezes really take over, that's it. It just gets so cold, and then there's no leaves. They're all on the ground. All right. I think that we have time. Speaking of counting, I think you guys can help me with this one. This one's called 1 leaf, 2 leaves, count with me. You guys were such good counters. I think you can help me get through this book too. All right. So this is 1 leaf, 2 leaves, count with me by John Miklos Jr. One leaf, it's right there. 1 leaf. 2 leaves on the tree. Do you see them? 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. 4 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5 leaves. 6 leaves way up high. 7 leaves. 8 leaves touch the sky. 9 leaves, 10 leaves, green and young. Here come more leaves. Spring has sprung. Now there's a lot to count, so we're not going to count those, but you can trust me, there's a lot. Leaves dance gaily, swing and sway. Breezy blue sky, summer day. Air grows chilly, whistling winds. Leaves change color. Fall begins. My favorite time. 10 leaves, 9 leaves on that tree. 8 leaves, 7 leaves, count with me. 6 leaves, 5 leaves, yellow and brown. 4 leaves, 3 leaves, drifting down. What do you think we're heading towards? All those leaves are falling. We just talked about it. 2 leaves, 1 leaf, orange and red. Soon some leaves become a bed. See the little squirrel? He's resting on his bed of leaves. Rake leaves, take leaves, pile them high. Dash in, crash in, watch them fly. How many of you guys like to jump in big piles of leaves? I always like to do that. Wet, wild weather on the way. Frosty, freezing winter day. Leaves lie crumpled on the ground. Light white snowflakes swirl around. New buds stir high on the tree, growing bigger and bigger. Watch and see. Soon green leaves from 1 to 10 will sprout and grow. Spring comes again. And then what happens after spring? Then comes summer. And then what happens after summer? Fall. Very good, everybody. Great counting. I know there was lots of leaves coming and going, right? All right, everybody. It saddens me to say that we are done for our morning story time today. So we are going to sing our goodbye song. And for those of you who don't know the words to it, it's super simple. For those of you who do, please feel free to sing along with me. And I wanted to thank you so much for joining me this morning. And I hope that you enjoyed our time as much as I did. All right, until next time, everybody. Bye. Here's our goodbye song. My hands say thank you with the clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with the tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. I turn myself around and say bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.